Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome on this last Sunday of 2019, welcoming in a new decade. How fun is that? Thank you for coming here bright and early. We're doing things a little bit differently today. We'll explain as we go along. We're going to start out by blessing our youth. So if there are any kids here, any of the kids leaders, children, I know there's a child leader somewhere. He's probably in the lobby. But let's go ahead and if you would repeat after me. Please repeat after me. We love you.
We love you.
We bless you.
We bless you.
We believe in you.
We believe in you.
You are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
And so it is. Here we go. You are the face of God. So Anna and I are going to stand up here for just a few minutes to tell you what we're doing today, because it's a little bit different. So the reason that there's a bunch of people wearing white in the front row is that they're facilitating this Kundalini Yoga chant. Would you like to tell us a little bit about Kundalini Yoga?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, okay. So Kundalini Yoga is a lineage of yoga that uses sound. It uses asana, which are poses. It uses chanting, and it uses hand mudras, we call them. And we put all of those things together to create a certain vibration and a certain connection with the divine and ourselves. I'm putting that in a very small nutshell. That's
Right.
basically what we do.
Yeah, and yoga means union, of course, and it's union with the divine, whatever that is to you, right? It's love
Yes.
or wisdom or what have you. I also want to point out that we are considered an interfaith center, so we celebrate lots of paths to God. On Christmas Eve, I was wearing a Muslim jacket. I had the Virgin Mary on my wrist and this watch. I had a Buddhist mala on one hand, and we were celebrating Christmas and Hanukkah. So it's kind of like that here. We celebrate and really cherish all of the paths to God, because there's no one religion that has a monopoly on truth. And so we open up to all different forms. Now, today in particular, we're singing a chant that is very special to the Sikh community and also to Kundalini Yoga. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that chant?
Sure.
Okay.
So the Kundalini Yoga that we practice here is, I'm pointing to the people in the front, is had been brought over to the States from a Sikh yogi named Yogi Bhajan, and he spoke the language of Gurmukhi, and the chants that we are going to do, or the chant that we're going to do today, is in that language. It's a sacred language, and we're going to be saying the chant out loud. We're going to be using a mudra that I'm going to teach you, and we're basically projecting out sacred sounds. So the translation of these sacred sounds is in the program. However, it's really, this is an experience. This is what I'm hoping for you to be able to do, is to dive into the sound. And you will have us up here to give you the example of how to do the hand movements, and we will be going with the sound, and the chant is also going to be coming out of the speakers. So the idea is for you to not necessarily stay in your head with this. You might need to read the chant in the program for a couple of times, but then just let it go and let God, and let the chant come out of you the way it will come out today. You cannot do this wrong. Even if you are quiet, you sit in the vibration of this sacred chant. And the more we chant, the more the space around us becomes sacred. And Yogi Bhajan always said that we're always chanting something. And sometimes what we chant is not very helpful. So this is a way to chant something that is helpful, and it's a way to let your mind then become into a sacred space, and let your body do the talking, and let what comes out come out.
I have an example of a chant that isn't very helpful. How many of us drove here this morning? We're sort of low in attendance today, but sometimes on a Sunday morning you drive around and you go, I can't find a parking place. That's a chant. That's a chant,
It is.
right? And we're often doing something like that. I can't, or I
Yes.
won't, or I shouldn't, or what have you. I'd want to just point out there's a little snafu in the program where it says the Kundalini chant, Mangala Charn mantra. Those are the words, and Anna will go over them with you in just a moment. There's a sound meditation between that. Anna's going to play the gongs. And then the translation is actually in the wrong place, where it says, I bow to the primal wisdom, I bow to the wisdom through the ages, I bow to the true wisdom, I bow to the great unseen wisdom. And I believe in this center we would say that the true wisdom is love and truth, right? That actually belongs under the Kundalini chant. That's the translation of Ad Gure Name, etc. Okay?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay?
Yes, would you like to teach the mantra?
Yes, so
Okay.
I'm going to teach you the mantra. So I'm going to just ask you to listen to me and then call back. So we'll do call and response so that you can just hear it and then respond back the best you can. And then we will go from there. So we won't do the hand movements just yet. So it starts out with Ad Gure Name. Your turn.
Ad Gure Name.
Jugad Gure Name.
Jugad Gure Name.
Sat Gure Name.
Sat Gure Name.
Siri Guru Deve Name.
Siri Guru Deve Name.
That was already beautiful. Wow. So we're going to do it now with our hand movements. So we're going to put our hands into prayer pose, and we're going to bring the thumbs into the sternum. So just check your posture a little bit, and just press the crown of your head up towards God. And we're going to say it together. So I'm going to do it with you. We're going to do it all together, and you can watch where my hands go. It's very easy. We're just going to be bringing them up and bringing them down. So here we go, all together. Ad Gure Name. Jugad Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. I'm going to just pause and say at the end we say Name. Instead of Name, we say Name. I'm doing that for Farian because she's right here and she's a stickler for detail. Okay?
Yeah.
Another Virgo.
Another Virgo.
So we're going to be doing this with Sanatam Kaur's version. Kenny's bringing it through the speakers. And it's a little slower than what we've done right here. And you will just follow along how we're going to be presenting it up to you. But really, this is an opportunity to close your eyes and really go into the body once you have it down. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Just one more thing I'd like to say, too. I've done a little bit of research on this mantra since we're presenting it. And the holiness of saying sacred prayers and sacred sounds that have been said for thousands and thousands of years is profound. And so again, like Anna said, we don't really need to stay in our heads about that. We can just open up our hearts and be that place where this holiness begins to thrive and express itself and not only bless our lives, but bless all beings everywhere. And that's really our intention here today, is to raise the vibration. Literally, sound is vibration, so we're doing that through sound. These syllables have special vibrational qualities that affect our bodies, but it also affects the body of the whole. We lead by inner transformation. We work on ourselves, and the whole world is blessed. Yeah. Any questions at all?
Can I just add something to that?
Please.
Really, when we all do this together, the power is exponentially grown, and we go into a current of sacredness. And so as Bonnie was saying, the vibration is raised even when you do this by yourself, but when we do it all together, we can't help going on the freeway of love. So let's go on the freeway of love together. You can go as fast as you want.
Or as slow as you want?
Or as slow as you want.
Because I'm a Virgo, I drive the speed limit, okay? All right. Okay, so if there aren't any questions, we'll go ahead and have Anna sit down, and then Lita's going to come up and pray us in. Yes. Yeah. And Chris, do you want to play under the praying? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, good morning. Please join me in the sacred act of prayer, closing your eyes, placing your hands on your heart if that's comfortable for you. taking a deep breath. There's one life. That life is God's life. That life is love. That life is my life. That is the life of everyone here. That is the life of every man, woman, and child on our earth. Oh, God is this divine fulfillment of love in all of its expressions. In light, in peace, in harmony, in movement, in creativity, in expansion, in abundance, in joy, in dancing, in celebration, and in the expression of sound. All of these qualities of love flow through all of us as our life. And right here, right now, I invoke this love to be in this sanctuary. I invoke this love to be in our bodies, in our minds, in our hearts, in our souls, and to radiate out in all we do, in all we are. How beautiful it is to know that each one of us was called here in a divine appointment to co-create with this love, for we are made of love. And I know that each of us can take the chanting from today to make that love expand and grow, to pour from our eyes and our ears and our lips and our hearts and all of our movements and all of our actions and all of our dreams. How beautiful it is to surrender to that love. So grateful for this love, so grateful for this sanctuary, so grateful for everyone here, so grateful for love that guides us. And with a full heart, releasing these words into the mystery that is love, together we say, and so it is.
Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Siri Derure Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Guru Deve Name. Ad Gure Name. Jugat Gure Name. Sat Sri Gurudeve Name. Guru Name. Jugat Guru Name. Sadguru Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Sadguru Name. Jugat Guru Name. Sadguru Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Sri Gurudeve Name. Let's take in a deep inhale together. Suspend your breath for just a moment. Full, slow exhale. Breathing on your own with your eyes closed, staying in the current. And staying in this meditative place as we transition to the gong.
Let me just breathe in and breathe out. Allow ourselves to be here in this wave of sound, in this wave of community, in this wave of love. And the last chant that we're singing as part of this ritual is an Om Mani Padme Hum chant. There are many, many translations to what these words mean. Think of the jewel of the lotus flower, becoming the jewel of the lotus flower. And as many of you know, a lotus needs to rise up out of the mud. It actually needs the mud in order to come into the light. I see that as such a symbol of wholeness for all of us, that we need both the darkness and the light. We need the mud and the clarity. It's all part of the perfection of the one that expresses its deep wholeness everywhere. And as we swim in this current of love and knowing and letting go and becoming one with the presence of absolute reality that we are, that is us, that our lives flow beautifully and serenely, and our lives become an offering to the greater wholeness, to the wholeness of all that is, to the wholeness that we have never left. We are blessed by offering our lives, and life itself is blessed by our offering. It is a dynamic circle of giving and receiving. And it comes through surrender. Surrendering the chants, the words, the ideas, the addictions, that which we no longer want, that which no longer serves our wholeness and the wholeness of all beings. We let it go. We become purified. And that leads us into greater and greater experiences of compassion directed towards self and other. So the words of this next chant are surrendering to the one I love, which is love itself. Surrendering to the one within, surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. I become the wholeness and the compassion that I am. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. We sing it quietly, thoughtfully, introspectively, and as it starts to build, we'll start to feel that compassion, that lovingness, that wholeness filling us in every single way, physically, spiritually, aurically, psychically, mentally, that beauty of wholeness that is the truth of who we are. Here we go. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Are we in the right key? Okay. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering with the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Mani Padme Hum. Om 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 Mani Padme Hum. And feeling the energy building now? Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Feeling it in your body, the compassion. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And sending into the church community. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And now blessing the whole world. Here we go. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And now all beings everywhere. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. The universe, surrendering to the one within, I'm purified. Singing to the galaxies, Om Mani Padme Hum, and they sing back to us, Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. And here we go. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. And taking it back into the personal level quietly now. Last time, surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Surrendering to the one within, I'm purified this day. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Awakening the jewel of the lotus within each of us, within each of our lives, as we move into this next year, into 2020, releasing that which no longer serves us and embracing that which is so readily available for us. So right now, as we move into prayer, we absolutely know that there is one life, and that life is wholeness. That life is perfection, meaning inclusive of everything. All of the darkness, all of the light, it is ours. It is sacred. It is beautiful. We resonate, and we become that which we already are, that oneness, that absolute reality, that there is nothing but awareness, and we are that. Now, when we're thinking about it, and even when we're not thinking about it, we are that. That is one thing we cannot escape, is that our true identity is awareness itself. And so we rest in that knowing now. We rest in the support of this community that knows this truth for one another, that we are that absolute reality, that we truly are that love sent here to incarnate on earth and to share that love. To share that love with ourselves, to share that love with others, to use that love to bless all beings everywhere. And so how good it is to know that this is our truth in the coming year, that we move ever deeper into love and all of its manifestations, abundance, joy, kindness, grace, goodness. And that we hold this so tenderly as we are held so tenderly by it. And that it is easy and right for us to offer our lives to this love and allow love to work through us in mystical, wonderful, sometimes surprising, sometimes shocking, beautiful, beautiful ways that bless all beings everywhere. And so I am just so grateful. Grateful for the love I feel in this moment, grateful for this community, grateful for the transformation that I know is taking place in the hearts of each of us, in the beings of each of us, and grateful for knowing that our transformation blesses the entire world. In the spirit of that gratefulness, I say, thank you, God, for this teaching. Thank you for all paths to God. I bless all of them, churches, synagogues, temples, mosques, ashrams, Kundalini yoga, the Sikhs, all of it. All of it is God. The atheists, fundamentalists, agnostics, all of it is God expressing. The animal kingdom, all of it is God. And so with a heart that is so filled with gratitude and so filled with love, I say thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing us to be. Thank you for being us. And I release these words into the divine mystery of grace. And together we say, and so it is. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so... If you'd like to join in singing the thank you chant with me, we'll give thanks for the past year and for the coming year and for all of the wonder and all of the darkness and the light that they both hold. Here we go. Thank you for our daily bread. Thank you for the morning light. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for my life. We're thanking love. Thank you for our daily bread. Thank you for the morning light. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for my life. And one more time. Thank you for our daily bread. Thank you for the morning light. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you for my life. And if you haven't done so already, I invite you to breathe in deeply. And then exhale, opening your eyes in love and in service to what is as it is. And so it is. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's stand up. We'll do our affirmations, and then I'll send you in there for some refreshments. Before we do our affirmations, I want to make one quick announcement. We didn't have the names of everybody that was participating in the Kundalini chant, so I'd like to just say their names out loud and we can applaud at the end, okay? It's Anna Soberanis, Farian Pierce, okay? Lita Martin, Tracy St. John's, and Kelly Jean Anderson. So let's just give them some love. So thank you. Thank you. All right, please repeat after me. I am a center of love. I am love. I serve love. I share love. Thank you for my love. Thank you for my life. And so it is.